Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashlyn. In today's video, I have some deep cleaning going on as well as some everyday tasks. I'm vacuuming our couch from top to bottom, mopping our floors with a new tool that I recently got, and I thought it would be fun to talk about why my husband and I moved to Texas last year because it is definitely an interesting story. But first, I'm just starting out by doing a load of laundry and unloading the dishes in the kitchen.
You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it.
I don't know if anyone else has this happen, but my dishes are always drenched in water after the dishwasher cycle, even if they've been sitting in the dishwasher to dry for like 2 days sometimes. I always have to dry most of them off before putting them away, otherwise they all have spots and kind of like just residue from the dishwasher. So let me know in the comments if that's something that happens to you, or maybe just most people put the dishes away while they're wet. I have no idea, but I hate having to dry every single one off before I put them away.
Time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked.
Now I'm loading the dishwasher with a few dirty dishes so the sink is empty. I find it so much easier to just have the dishes unloaded in the morning so I can just fill the dishwasher as the day goes on. But that doesn't always happen, unfortunately. It's something I am definitely trying to make a habit of.
Hit you up, I'm on the other side. I miss you. Take you off, I came in way too strong. Cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof. Auto, your taste. Is there really a bad reception out there? Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you. I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you. Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. Found myself in between the lines, underneath your bed sheets. It started fun, but now I'm in too deep into this flow. A zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away it for me, I want you. How could I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shit.
Next, I'm picking things up around the kitchen before I wipe things down. I know I always mention this non-toxic all-purpose cleaner by the brand Attitude, but I just love their products because they're affordable and they work so well. They don't contain any harsh chemicals, which I love. The company is based in Canada, but my orders usually come pretty quickly within a week or so, which is really nice. I talked about a bunch of Attitude products that I love in one of my last videos, so I'll have that linked in the description box in case you're interested and want to check that out. I'm not sponsored by them or affiliated with them or anything. I just truly think their products are awesome, and they are one of my favorite non-toxic brands that I've found since switching all of our products earlier this year, and I love that they're really affordable too, so be sure to check out my other video that I have linked in the description box if you want to see some other products by Attitude that I love and use every day.
I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, yeah, I lost you. Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I've lost you, I've lost you. I keep on looking for you.
On a run from my given disaster.
So on the topic of our move to Texas last year in 2020, it kind of starts back before we got engaged in 2019. So before we got engaged in December of 2019, my husband he was my boyfriend at the time, had gotten a few different job offers in the field he's in. He is an esports commentator, and he got a few job offers for Texas, Minnesota, and a few other places. And at that point, we had been together dating for 2.5 years, so we knew that soon we'd like to get engaged and married. And so it kind of worked out timing-wise with the job offer because I'd be moving with him wherever he chose to have that job. And of course, we both talked about it and decided that Texas was the better fit, him job-wise and just us living-wise. And so he'd be starting that job in February of 2020. So, we knew all of this before he proposed to me in December of 2019, and so once he proposed, we had planned to get married in April of 2020, and the plan was for me to finish my part-time job that I had in Illinois and find a new job in Texas. I had just graduated with my bachelor's from college, and I was starting my master's in digital marketing, so I was trying to find a job in that field, and it actually worked out for me to find a remote work from home job with a digital marketing agency here in Texas. Obviously it's remote, so I worked from home, but it's kind of cool that it was in Texas anyway, since that's where we were moving to. But the plan was for me to finish my part-time job, and then at the beginning of March, I would start my new job before moving out there to kind of get acquainted with the new system and with the new company. So we planned for our wedding to be April 4th of 2020, and that was, of course, before the pandemic happened. And we moved my husband to Texas here for his new job to start at the end of February. And our families all came down here, helped him move in, and moved a lot of my stuff too, since I'd shortly be joining him in a few months. And of course, we planned a few trips for me to visit because that is way too long to go without seeing each other. So I visited for the first time a few weeks later in the beginning of March, and I stayed for a few days. And then my second trip out there, that's when the pandemic kind of started and things started to go crazy. So I flew down here for my second visit, and then I was supposed to fly home a few days later and finish things back in Illinois, packing and everything before I officially moved to Texas after our wedding. But due to the pandemic, I stayed in Texas. I didn't fly back home, and thankfully I had my new job at that time, so I was able to work remotely from home, and everything with that was good. But there were food shortages, things were going just insane at that point. And so unfortunately, due to the pandemic, our wedding got canceled because you couldn't have large gatherings like that. And of course that was upsetting at first, but we ended up having a small ceremony back home with our parents in Illinois, just us and his sister, and it was a really great day. It was the most special day, and I wouldn't trade that for anything, so I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. But we still got married on April 4th like we planned, and then a few days later we drove back to Texas with all of my things and officially moved there together. And it was only about a week later that we decided we wanted to rescue a dog. We are huge animal lovers and have grown up with dogs our whole lives, so we knew that we definitely wanted to rescue one soon. And we originally went to see our dog Sadie. On the way there, the foster home had mentioned they had another dog that they rescued and wanted to see if we wanted to see her as well. And of course we said yes. And once we got there, it was both Sadie and Summer, and we knew we had to adopt both of them. There was no way we could only rescue one, and so that is how we got our dogs Sadie and Summer. A few days later, she dropped them off at our house, or at our apartment, and they were 3 months old at the time, so they weren't potty trained. There was a lot of training to be done, and it was kind of a crazy time because we had just gotten married, moved into our apartment, and started new jobs, so a lot was happening at that time, and potty training 2 puppies definitely added to the craziness, but it was a blast, and 2020 was a great year for us. We were so thankful and blessed that it worked out the way it did. And at the end of 2020, we were trying to figure out if we wanted to move into another apartment or build a house. We decided eventually to build a house at the end of January, and we moved into our new home at the end of July, and we absolutely love it here in Texas. There are so many things to do, so many opportunities, and we of course miss our family back home, but last year we traveled home at the end of the year pretty much once a month to visit, and during the holiday time we went home, which was really fun. And this year we actually have not been back home yet, but they have been visiting us every couple months, so it's been a lot of fun to have them come out here and to show them, our favorite food places, different things to do. And we'll be traveling home for Thanksgiving and a trip to Disney World at the end of November, and then they will be coming here for Christmas, which we are so excited about because we can't wait to spend Christmas here in our first home together with our families. It'll be a lot of fun, and there will be 6 dogs here because we each have 2 dogs. We have 2 dogs, my parents have 2 dogs, and his parents have 2 dogs. So it'll be a huge Christmas gathering, and we really can't wait for that.
You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like, oh my God. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel it.
Now I'm going to vacuum our couch. So first I'm just picking up all of our blankets and folding those, and then taking them into the other room.
You got me like my, my, my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like, oh my God. My, my, my. You got me like my, my, my. You got me like there's no other than you now, baby. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like, oh my God.
And for this, I'm using my favorite vacuum, the Tenneco, I think I'm saying that right, Tenneco Power Hero 11. I got this, I think, back in June. I also have my Dyson that I do enjoy using, but this has a much better battery life. And I find that this vacuum on the highest level, which is level 3, gets our couch super clean and gets a ton of hair and dirt out of it because our dogs shed so much. And I find that my other vacuum has a hard time getting all of the hair out. It gets some, but not all of it. And so I love using this to give our couch a good deep clean.
To laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your heart. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I
mop the floors, I'm using a new mop that I got from Amazon a few days ago. I have the regular O-Cedar spin mop, but I really wanted one that was super easy that I could just grab quickly, fill up, and do a quick run through if I needed to. So I got this cedar mop that's just a stick mop, and you fill it with warm water and it cleans your floors really easily. I wasn't sure at first if it would really work, but I ended up really liking it, and it did leave our floors shiny and clean just with hot water. So I think this is a great option for just a quick mop. And I also have a steam mop that I use on our tiled flooring, so our 2 bathrooms and our laundry room.
I wanna be by the fireside. I wanna be there, won't you be mine?
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some cleaning motivation. I also hope you enjoyed my story on my husband and I moving here to Texas. I really want to be more personal in my videos with you guys, so I'm not just kind of explaining what I'm cleaning, but I'm just giving you some info on me and my life. That way you can get to know me, and it's kind of like cleaning with a friend. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any cleaning videos, and I will see you next time.